I am ready whenever, Liz. If you want to do the honors of ringing the bell.
Cool. I call this meeting to order. Is there anything else needed? Okay, cool. The annual meeting has started.
Yay! Thank you, Liz.
Yeah, and so everyone's aware, I am recording this and will get posted to the YouTube and posted on the blog.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. So, first item of business: determination of quorum. Great news here. We did hit quorum. We actually had about 10 extra people vote over what the quorum requirements were, which is a big departure from last year where we had exactly quorum and not one vote more than that. But we are still an organization. Thank you all.
And the nice thing about that is that the quorum was actually higher this year because we have more members.
Yes. We had a higher target to hit and we passed it still. So yay us.
Yes.
Moving on to the state of CrashSpace. Would you like to take that away, Liz?
Yes, I'd like to say a few words about the state of CrashSpace. CrashSpace is now 15 years old. We celebrated that at the end of 2024 with an awesome art show. And I just want to say I've been a part of CrashSpace for 7 of those years, 5 of which as president. And it's just been really exciting to see how CrashSpace has grown and evolved over my tenure at CrashSpace. The front room looks totally different than when I started attending CrashSpace. It's bright purple. We've got the Museum of Not Jurassic Technology. We have member projects on display. The space is awesome. We have new tools. No, the space is the best I've seen it in years. But not only that, the community is also great. I feel like the Crash community has been the most active it's been in a few years, at least certainly since COVID. Like we have regular meetups. Meetings are filled with people. We have new events on the calendar. We have members organizing field trips. We have an active Discord now. Thank you, Kyle. And so it's just been really exciting to see how CrashSpace has been active and our community has grown. And yeah, it's just been cool to see new members join and stick around and continue to make the space great. So this annual meeting is a look back at 2024, but I wanted to speak a little bit about 2025. We started off real rough with the wildfires, and I know everyone at Crash was affected by those to varying degrees. That on top of the entertainment strikes last year and tech layoffs, like living in LA has always been hard, but it's especially hard now. But through all that, we have CrashSpace. It's a clubhouse for nerds, as Josh lovingly calls it. It's a safe, inclusive space for creativity and prototyping and learning and building community. So I hope that in the rest of 2025, we continue to be an awesome space and an awesome community. And I also hope that we can be better about giving back to the community through mutual aid, through job training, through things that we've talked about doing for a while. I hope that we can make that happen this year. And then as a reminder, we do have sponsored memberships and sponsored projects. So if you're interested in that, please pursue that. I know people are worried about abusing the system, but that has not been an issue so far. So don't worry about it. That's what the money's there for. So lastly, thank you all, everyone in the space, everyone on the call. Thank you for making CrashSpace awesome. I'm excited to see what we do in the rest of the year.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Liz. Moving along from that high point, we also have 2024 year in review. Would you like to take that away there?
Yes. Okay. So I have my little presentation. Wait, ready to present? No, cancel. Stop. Sorry. Hang on a second. What is going on here? Oh, you're present. Okay. I'll present now. Window, tab, go. You're just a tab or oh, come on, people. Ignore. Okay, here we go. Okay, CrashSpace, you're in review. 2024. There we go. Okay. So, as we go into 2025, we find that CrashSpace has actually had a pretty big year. looking over the calendar, we had more events on the calendar than ever before. We had multiple group projects, which is more than we've ever had. More just events in general, and outreach events we'll get to in a moment. And the membership, based on the numbers that Josh provided, is during board meetings from the beginning of the year to the end of the year, we grew about almost 20%, which is pretty impressive.
Agreed.
Okay, and then then space improvements. There's been a bunch in the last year. Obviously, Liz already mentioned we redecorated the front room, and it's got the whole vaporwave thing going on. We have a brand new TV, which we're using instead of the projector, which I think is a good improvement. And we got a Prusa Mark IV. I'm sure there are other things, but those were the things that I noticed and came up with. Sponsored membership program. We had 3 sponsored members during the course of 2024. And this is a program, in case everyone isn't aware, where people who are of financial need, we can sponsor memberships. People who we want to be part of our community, who are part of our community, and for whatever reason aren't able to necessarily afford the membership. We sponsor their membership. We pay for their dues for a period of time, and all that we ask is that they do something, they give something back. Either they create a project and document it on the blog, or they keep the space open and do things like that. And then we also started sponsoring classes, so you could send people off to go take classes at other places as long as they just report back. And we'll get into that in a minute, because that actually happened last year. And this is here. Allison was the one who went and took a glass blowing class and wrote about it on the blog. So you should go check that out if you haven't already. So that's exactly what this was supposed to be there for. We also started the Crash Space Vision Committee. And this is basically a way of sort of looking towards the future of what we're going to be doing. And as we sort of get our act together in terms of maybe pursuing other sort of large donations or grants, somebody came to us and said, hey, if I gave you a bunch of money, what would you do with it? Well, we don't have a good answer for that. So the purpose of the Vision Committee was to try and answer that question. And then we can start going and pursuing it. Events, bunch of regular events, a lot of them carryovers from last year, but almost every day of the week has some event on it on the calendar, which was really impressive to see. Group projects, we did a couple. They were both for sort of outreach events, what I consider to be outreach events. So Maker Quest we did that was LA Maker Faire, I believe. That was a whole multi-factor game that was going on, and created these little passports on the risograph. And people had to go and check off all the different, get their different stamps to win the game. And then Prismatica, which I believe was created for OpenSauce. So that's another group project that we did this year. So having 2 of those in 1 year is actually kind of a big deal for us. Talks, we had a talk that I saw was documented on the blog. So you can go check that out. Looked pretty interesting. We had a soldering workshop that raised, so I had $280 in ticket sales. There was a Learn to Rizzo class that had $80 worth of sales. And then 3D Printing 101 for the first time had over $1,000 worth of ticket sales for the year. So it was a 10% increase over 2023. And then I've got pictures. So LA Maker Faire, some pictures here from there. Thanks to everyone who contributed pictures. And then OpenSauce. There's the Prismatica. Little action shot with Barb there. And then Bay Area Maker Faire, which the picture looks really similar to OpenSauce, but you can tell it's a different building. And then we did an art show celebrating 15 years of Crash Space. And again, I got a ton of pictures. I just grabbed a handful. There were a lot more. that were submitted. But that was super fun and a great way to celebrate CrashSpace being around for 15 years. So thanks to everyone who made that happen. And then events. Jay did a talk at Hacker Day at the SuperCon. That's up on the YouTube. You can go watch that. It was all about giving AI voice to his little companion robots. Really interesting little talk and demonstration that they did. And then a couple other projects I found from the blog. Samuel Goldstein did a really wacky dodecahedron laser cut device thingy, which was very cool and very nicely documented on the blog. And Sean documented a camper conversion for his truck, his little SUV. So that was very cool. And the moral of this is document your projects. We have a blog. Please go put stuff on there. It makes it easier to find. People did send me other projects that they worked on. So Allison had a bunch. so I made a little collage. And then Juan had a bunch. And Katie sent me this as part of the art show, where she did a little sort of palm readings for the duration of the art show. So that was pretty cool. Membership report. Josh, you want to let me stop sharing here for a moment, and you can hop in and show us the state of the membership.
Thank you. Let me get this set up. Hold on just a second. Okay, can everyone see that? Yeah, excellent. Membership has gone very well. I want to report some quick numbers here. 2024 to 2025 year on numbers. Jan is 81 regular, 81 members to 91 members. You can see 53 regular to 63 regular. That's 10 more members. That was what we were talking about earlier as the membership increase. January 2024 was actually kind of a low point in membership. We did not have a lot of members. I think there have been a lot of people that left November, December 2023. We had a discussion about that in 2024's member meeting get together. Yeah, that was a little bit weird. But the numbers here are looking really, really good. And we are at our highest ever now in 2025. The January numbers, like I said, are fickle, but are also very good. So let's compare this meeting to meeting. So last time we had a meeting here, you can see 59 regular members and 27 key members. And today we're at 63 regular members and 28 key members. The keen-eyed amongst you will note that that's one more key member and 4 more regular members. So pretty good stuff. You can do the comparison here.
Wow. Really overlaid the pies, though.
Yeah. And in conclusion, I think a gradual membership increase is a positive sign. We have fluctuating membership month to month. It varies. Usually we have a decrease in November, December, and an increase in February, like January, February-ish, as people leave because they're of uncertain stuff in the new year or school-related stuff or whatever. And then usually as we go into summer, the membership usually starts swelling again. So my second point is we need to continue encouraging key member conversions. Valuing people based on how much they contribute to CrashBase is not something we do. However, for every single person who contributes as a key member, that is the same as 3 regular members. And so we want to encourage people who can contribute and who would benefit from contributing to contribute. So that is my membership review, and I'm going to get back the rest of the meeting. If anyone has any questions about this, feel free to email me at membership@crashbase.org, member-chair@crashbase.org, or email the entire board@crashbase.org with general questions. Thank you.
Great. Thank you, Josh. Levi, can you pop in with your financial report?
Okay.
Would you like me to share the agenda, Levi? Or
That was for my feet.
I know you like to put your feet up. Okay, cool. Hi, everybody. Crashbase has money. We have more money than we had before. Actually, this is the most money we've ever had. But in specifics, so in terms of like all of our accounts, we're close to $207,000. So just in the last month, we've already net like 3,600, and in the last year, we net something over 12,000 in the last year. So financial, I mean, so we're over 200K total. I mean, we have like over 200K alone in the Chase account. I mean, handing stuff over to Jeff, who I'm sure would want to be here if he wanted to. Anyway, like, yeah, I'm gonna be handing stuff over to him, but financially we're in a good place. I just filled out our unsecured property tax thing. Gonna mail that off as soon as I find a stamp. I don't know. Oh, someone has Oh, okay, cool. Somebody has stamps. Well, looks like the Lord works in mysterious ways. So yeah, I don't know. Anything else people want to know about our financial situation?
Do you have like P&Ls you can show or rough financial report?
Oh, I have I have the report. I have a link to it in the. I just put it in the agenda link there as a CFO reports February 2025.
Yeah, well, this is your opportunity to present that. You're not supposed to
Oh.
add that kind of stuff to the agenda. That's the secretary's job.
Oh, sorry. Okay. I guess I need to join the meeting link. Hold on.
I'll share off the screen if you'd like to just read off the Excel file.
Okay, cool. So this is just like this is a formal report as of the end of February. So the numbers I gave are as of this morning. So those are a little more current. But yeah, in terms of looking at net revenue here, I mean, yeah. This is for just up through February 2025. So just for this calendar year. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, beyond that, like we're in the last year, we've been averaging about 1,000 a month in terms of like what we're adding to our accounts. So anyway, I mean, the bulk of it is still like membership, but the fact that our membership numbers have grown significantly last year is what's driving most of this. So this is just essentially like mirroring what like Josh was talking about. I don't know. We have plenty of stuff in the Camcar fund if we want to buy more toys. We want like a third laser cutter. I don't know.
Prusa XL.
Wait, what now? Oh yeah,
Prusa XL.
more
Yeah.
chocolate microscopes. Fiber. Wait, what kind of
Yeah. The green vegetables.
fiber laser?
Fiber one bars. It's a good ghetto machine.
Yeah, so Sammy suggested a fiber.
More ink.
Oh, fiber.
Oh
More
yeah,
ink.
we need more ink.
Oh yeah, we are gonna
Yeah.
need more ink. Maybe we can even get like more
Another
ink
the
drums.
drums, yeah.
Fiber's important.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
More
personally,
ink colors.
I would vote for more ink colors.
Exactly, John. Yeah.
Metamucil, yeah. So I would actually, I'd go for like some more Rizzo ink drums. I thought about making some space in the library for that, but I know that's impossible. Anyway, just passive aggressively going to suggest that. But yeah, anyway, that's where we're at financially. I mean,
A UV flatbed printer.
Build a second story.
you mean a resin printer?
No, UV flatbed printer 2D.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Here's
that-
ink as it goes. You can print on anything. You
oh,
can print on
anything.
wood,
A
metal,
car?
a car. If you can fit the car on the flatbed. you can
Oh, I
print
see.
it.
How big of a print that are we talking?
They can go up to like I think 4 by 8 feet.
This is a place to meet table, that's what you're saying.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Anyway, but so the other thing too, like this is also like financially, it's also this will tie in with the vision committee later on, thinking about potentially looking at can we secure property? And I've been talking with Self-Help Graphics over in Boyle Heights because they did that a couple years ago. So anyway, but that's where I'm at. Other stuff.
Thank you, Levi.
That sounds good to me, Levi.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
All right.
I like money.
Our next item of business, Theron. I know you have a special presentation.
Yes.
So, floor is yours.
Okay, thank you. Let me do something here real quick. You can close out that spreadsheet. There we go. Do this. Okay, so as chairperson of the Crash Space Board of Directors, I would like to take this opportunity to announce that today the board is recognizing one of our members who's truly helped to build and shape our community, helping to give Crash a bigger and more capable and vibrant space. At our last meeting, the board voted unanimously to bestow a lifetime membership to our longtime member and generous benefactor, Sammy Kamkar.
Yeah.
So, Sammy, please accept this token of our appreciation and gratitude for everything that you have done for Crash Space, from showing all your kooky, evil, mad scientist projects to employing half of the membership to giving us an access control system that was definitely an upgrade of what we had before. And your very generous donations allowing us to buy new tools and new capabilities and more space. So the board would like to invite everybody to join us in congratulating and celebrating Sammy Kamkar.
Yay! Here, here.
And Rachel designed that the certificate and printed it on the Rizzo, so we'll get that to you as early as we can.
Thank you guys. It's so flattering. No, like I should be thanking you guys. You guys are like the ones that I come and you taught me how to use a laser cutter and 3D printer, and I was like trying to pretend to be an electrical engineer and start this company, and I couldn't do it. So every Tuesday, I'd come to see Michael and be like, "Hey, Michael, I'm supposed to do this for work, but I can't figure it out. Like, what do I do?" Figure it out, and I do that every week. I just keep coming back, and at some point we're like, oh, we need an electrical engineer, and I emailed Crashbase like, we're looking for somebody now that we have a little funds, and he's like, how about me? And I was like, oh, I just didn't think you'd want to do something so, I don't know, new or newbie or something. But no, you guys are the ones that helped me in a time of need. So and half of Crashbase built that company, so it was not me, it was all you guys. So thank you guys so much.
Thanks, Sammy.
Yeah, thank you, Sammy.
I did very little. Yeah, thank you all. That means a lot. I appreciate it.
Well, our thanks back to you. Congratulations. And I look forward to all of the amazing things that will come.
Awesome.
Moving
What we're
on.
saying is we think you have some real potential.
All right. Our next item of business then is the election results. These are the election results. Congratulations all. Board, Nikki, Rachel, Jeff, President, Liz, Vice President, Allison, membership, Josh, facilities, Michael, CFO, Jeff, Treasurer, Ron, Secretary, myself. Yes, congratulations all. I want to give a very, very solid thank you to everyone who ran, because honestly, this has been like pulling teeth in the previous years. That we have people interested to run for positions was really heartwarming this year. I also wanted to point out that post-election Crashbase still needs you, and I do mean anyone, everyone. We do have the two committees. We have the sponsored membership / project, if you want to find interesting people and projects to sponsor. We have the vision committee, where you can help develop the vision for the future of Crashbase and, you know, determine what equipment and classes to have. Other miscellaneous ways that you can absolutely help out getting involved: host events, invite people to host or be members, create content for our blog and socials. And we are doing a thing now where Tuesday meetings are ran by sometimes president, but sometimes not president. So if you'd like to run the meeting, take meeting notes, or give tours of the space, those are all things that Crashbase still needs from you folks on this call. So, other opportunities to be involved, absolutely welcomed and needed. And with that,
Actually, Sean, you rattled through the results pretty quickly. Can you go through it a little bit more slowly?
Sure. Oh, sorry. And
So
I realized
starting
people
with the
wanted
board-
to clap after some
Yeah,
polls.
the board seats.
Yes. So board seats are Nikki, Rachel, and Jeff. Congratulations. President Liz. Congratulations. Congratulations. And membership Josh. Congratulations.
I think you dropped out for a moment there.
Thanks for congratulations.
Where did I drop out?
After president.
One second. I got these free when we were clearing out junk at Crashbase. So, somebody threw these in a pile. So maybe that's why they suck.
Maybe.
Maybe. Okay, so Vice President Allison, congratulations.
Awesome.
Membership Josh, congratulations.
Yay.
Facilities Michael, congratulations.
Yay.
CFO Jeff, congratulations.
Yay.
Treasurer Ron, congratulations. And Secretary myself.
Yay.
Yay, everybody.
Yay, everybody. And let's go do some great things.
Okay. Well, I think that's. Oh, you had one more thing on the agenda. Member business. If anyone has anything.
Yeah. So now it's open to the floor for any members that want to state any of their business, if there's anything.
Y'all are awesome.
Yay.
Aww. Right back at you.
Thank you.
Thank you all for the position. I know someone asked me to run for something, and I'm like, no.
Run away.
That sounds like a lot of commitment. I have to wake up at certain hours, and it's too hard. So thank you all for that.
Let's talk about after the hour. Barely got 7
All right. Well, if that is all that we have for member business, then we can call this annual meeting to a close. And thank you all. Hope you enjoyed. And if you are going to stick around, we're going to have our board meeting right now. And it'll be quick.